Oh, hello there. I just want to make a video that I've kind of wanted to do for a little bit, and I just never did, because I just never did. It's kind of just a brain dump of my life and who I am, and the bad things and the weird things and things I'm scared of. Yeah. I'm Kenny Yang. I'm 27. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a self-employed web developer. I never had a job after graduating college. I've only had like 2 internships for summers, and then I was a busboy before that. That was the extent of my professional history before being a self-employed web developer. The only reason was because I read Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Workweek, like in middle school or high school or something. My parents are in Michigan. I have a brother, sister-in-law, 2 nieces, and a nephew. And then I also have another half-brother in China, but we're not as close. But I also have a nephew from him as well. Well, both of my brothers are half-brothers, but I view them as my brothers. I have a girlfriend that I've been dating for about a year. My longest relationship was about 3 years. I went to University of Michigan. I used to be really overweight. I was like 260 pounds, and I lost the weight. And then I got really into bodybuilding. It became my identity, so I would do anything in my power to keep that identity, and whether that meant purging or extreme dieting, I would do it. There was a period of my life where I would binge and purge, and purging is making yourself throw up. So I'd eat like a whole pizza and then feel bad about it, and then I'd throw it up in the bathroom. I lived at home with my parents until I was 24, 25, before I made the drastic decision to just pack it all up and move to Arizona and try to survive off being a freelance web developer. I get worried that my parents are going to die before I can give them grandchildren. Specifically my mom, because my niece and nephews on my dad's side. They're both older. My mom had me when she was 40, and I'm 27. Sometimes I struggle with living my life, the things that I want to do versus what they want me to do. And I often wish that I had like 10 years, like if my parents had me 10 years earlier, like when she was 30, so that I would have like kind of 10 years to do the things that I want to do and not feel the pressure of needing to start a family before they get too old. So oftentimes I struggle as a 27-year-old feeling like I'm on the clock to have a family before my parents die. Sometimes I care way too much about what other people think. I still have ego issues. I still have, I guess, body issues, I think. Sometimes I don't think I'm not jacked enough or not lean enough. Sometimes I resort to food to alleviate stress or to numb myself from the stress. I go through depressional seasons or periods where I don't really feel excited about life and everything feels dull. But I've gone through it enough to realize it's just a part of life. It's like a pattern, and eventually it's like it comes and goes. When I first moved into this apartment, maybe like a year ago, there were periods where I just lay in bed and just feel really sad and depressed and melt into the bed and do nothing. Maybe eat. Sometimes I try to compensate by learning new things. I learned how to ride a motorcycle. I think that might stem from like a underlying confidence issue, possibly, where I feel like I'm not enough. Sometimes when I feel depressed, I post some things on social media to get that dopamine hit of the likes. Um, I'm chronically late. I have a problem where I think I'm going to have time to do or get there in time, but I'm always chronically late. I'm naturally kind of messy, and so the messy and the late things are things I'm working on right now actively. I actually just came back from the Container Store and got some storage bins to put stuff in. I work out maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I'm growing out my hair right now. I have like a man bun, or I think it's called a man bun, or top knot. I don't know. I had a man bun at one point as well, where I had the side shave. Right now I'm growing it all out because I've never had long hair before, and I'm committing to it. My mom has no idea. She's probably gonna freak out when she sees my long hair in a month or so when I see her on a cruise. Sometimes I feel like I can compensate for me not having a family by doing things like buying a cruise ship vacation for my parents, which is happening in a month. In college, I drank a lot. I think it's natural or normal, but a lot of times it's there have been times where I drank alone at home to try to escape things or numb things. Sometimes I work and don't go outside for a couple days at a time. Sometimes I don't talk to people for a long time because I'm just working and I'm not social. For me to be social, I have to kind of turn it on. I'm learning how to shoot a Glock right now. That's my next thing, I guess, that I'm excited about. I'm good at making friends, but I'm bad at maintaining them. So I never had very good social skills. I had to learn all of that, and I read that from a book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So I'm very good at starting relationships, friends and whatnot, but I'm bad at maintaining them. Usually I'll just drift away, just because I don't put the effort in sometimes. Sometimes I get stuck in social media holes where I just zone out and numb out. Sometimes I have existential crises. I've been having a lot of those lately, but actually, where I wonder if anything I'm doing is purposeful. Could I be doing more? What's the point of all this? I think about my family members dying and think it's gonna be really painful. Really bad cardio. Lift a lot of heavy weight though. Very short bursts. I think that's everything right now. Oh, one time when I was a busboy, I used to eat the sushi off of leftover plates. So when people didn't touch it, or it was coming back, and sushi wasn't touched, I was like 16, and I was like fat, and I would eat it, the sushi off the plate when I was busing it, when they didn't touch it. I mean, I don't know if they did or not, but it didn't look touched. I think that's everything right now. That's all I can think of. I fear about the future. I try to look for answers in books. But lately I've been more being introspective and just trying to find answers through experiencing. If I become a father, I'm afraid of the idea of parenting, because I was kind of raised free range. My parents didn't really guide, I don't think, or they weren't like super active. They were always working, but camera turned off because it was getting too hot from recording. Yeah, but that's everything right now. Everything I can think of. Just a little mind dump of where I'm at, how I feel, the weird things that I do. Oh, I'm OCD for certain things. When I leave my apartment, I check the knob 3 times to make sure it's locked. The first week I did that, the door handle broke off. I had to get it fixed. And do that for when I lock my car too. I beep it 3 times. Yeah. That's everything I think of right now. I just wanted to have like a little mind dump of thoughts in my head and not just like some cool photos or something. So, alrighty. Peace, guys.